Here's integrated 3. It's 10-60. We're supposed to solve for x. So we're just going to use algebra to get x by itself on each one of these problems. So this one I'm going to add a to both sides. C times x equals b plus a. And then I'm going to divide both sides by c. And x is going to equal b plus a over c. Okay. Or a plus b over c. Okay, this one I want to get x by itself, so I'm going to add b squared to both sides. So x over a equals c plus b squared, and then I'm going to multiply both sides by a to get x by itself. So x is going to be a times c plus b squared. Or you can say ac plus ab squared. They went ahead and like that. Okay, this one I'm going to use the zero product property. If something times something else equals 0, then either one or both of the somethings must equal 0, because you can't get 0 as an answer when you multiply unless one of the factors is 0. So I'm going to say x minus a equals 0, or x minus b equals 0. On here, on the left-hand side, I add a to both sides. So x equals a. On here, I'm going to add b to both sides. So x equals b. So it has two answers. On this one, I'm going to try to use the zero product property again by factoring. I guess I'll factor out the greatest common factor. The greatest common factor is ax squared. That leaves me x minus c. Okay, well that'll work. So I'm still going to use the zero product property because I have something times something else equals 0. So either this first factor equals 0 or the second factor equals 0. So ax squared equals 0 or x minus c equals 0. So if I divide both sides by a here, then I have x squared equals 0, so x must equal 0. Because if I take the square root of both sides, square root of x squared is 0, and square root of 0 is 0. This one, I don't know if you can just look at it and see that the answer is going to be c. X equals c. Okay. For this one, I'm going to multiply both sides by c to get rid of this fraction. So if I do that, I'm going to have cx over a plus b equals 1. And then I'll multiply both sides by a plus b so that I can get x closer to being by itself. So that gives me cx equals a plus b, and then I can divide by c. So x equal, because those cancel, a plus b all over c. That one. And then here is the last one. And then multiply both sides by x cubed. And then I'll divide both sides by b minus a. And I'll get 1 over b minus a equals x cubed. And then if I cube root both sides, I get x equals the cube root of 1 over b minus a. Let's see if they like to leave it like that. Yeah, that's fine.